Welcome back to our message from our divine compassionate guides. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do like, share, and subscribe if you haven't to stay up to date with the messages. And of course, I hope that today's message will help heal and serve you in the most divine and appropriate way. Today, I'm pulling from the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. So let's dive in and find out what our message is for today. Our first card is Starseed. What lights you up? Wow. Our next card, Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? And our last card, Align Your Life. What is not aligned or needs to change? So take a moment, take a deep breath in, and then as we exhale, let's get ourselves open for the message as we dive into each of the cards. So let's start here with our Starseed card. Now, all of these are actually inquiry cards. They all have a question associated with them. And so we've got a lot of inquiry for today. Starseed, what lights you up? Starseeds are souls with a double mission, to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. There are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out and there is something they came here to do or create or contribute. If you pull this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and that you are being encouraged to answer the call to follow what lights you up. And that is true. When I pull these cards, it's for those that will come across my message and find it to be help, healing, and serving. So you are definitely a starseed if you are watching this message. And you are being called to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, very true, jobs, and relationships, very true. They innately know that there is much more to life and feel that there is much more to get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. And I'm going to also add authenticity. I've recently learned that one of the strongest energies, even stronger than love, is authenticity. And that's what we lack in this culture we live in, is authenticity. How many people are fake? How many people put on a facade, pretending to be something they're not? Starseeds are scattered all over the planet. We can be in hospitals, schools, slums, mansions, everywhere. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. If you are dimming your light to fit in, it is time to stop and start embracing the unique light you are and how you came to share it. And treat your time here on Earth as a glorious vacation. So we're being told to step into our divine starseed power. And that's the first message. We are starseeds. We don't want to be dimmed. We came here to help, heal, and serve. And we're being called to step into that light. And then as we move into the mirror, who or what triggers you? This card is guiding you to look closely at the experiences or people that are currently triggering you and what they could be mirroring back to you. When have you felt like this before? Could they be opportunities to heal something in you? Or are they shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? This can go for good and bad. The good, those who we admire, we might put on a pedestal. If we do not realize that we are attracted to them because we like them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. The bad, those we despise or are envious of, and we put them down. If we do not realize that they trigger something in us, then we will still yet to be healed, and we will remain hurt and wounded within ourselves. So the starseed is we need to come into what we need to light up. Who are we? What is our actual purpose here? But we've got to see what is stopping us, what triggers us, why are we being guided to look more closely at these experiences and the people around you, and that some of these situations are mirrors to reflect that we can grow from. And then with the Align Your Life, this card, if you pull this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were or the things that you once defined yourself by. Maybe it's your job, a relationship, the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are now, which is a star seed. That is who you are. You are a star seed. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. And to courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity, being that authentic you, to embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationship or circumstances, and it's time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life back into alignment so that you are congruent with who you truly are today. So here's our message. It's a lot of reflecting today. You are the star seed. What is your purpose here? What lights you up? What gives you meaning? And who or what is triggering you? What does that reflect? Are these things that you need to work out, move past? For myself, a lot of what triggers me is literally watching what happens in this reality, especially in my corporation of Canada country. It reflects a lot of things and triggers me, which gives me a lot of deep insight well, for myself. I can say that I recently was doing some meditation, and an experience, a traumatic experience from when I was a child came up, something I'd kind of forgotten about. And I don't even know if I've really told anybody about it. And it's not super traumatizing, but it's one of those little things that just adds to the trauma we have. And it really brought up this thing of feeling like everything was my responsibility. Like I get blamed when everybody else doesn't see or do the right thing, because I was the oldest. So I often was the scapegoat of being the one responsible, even when I wasn't mature enough to be the responsible one, because I was still very young, but I was the oldest of the young, right? And so for me, I feel like myself, when I look at things and I can't get people to understand how bad they are, I feel triggered when I watch and see the degrading of my culture, of my society, the austerity that's happening, the poverty that's happening, the insanity. Our government is funding a sexual group, so it's like a sexual education group that they're trying to push through Planned Parenthood, which is connected to pedophilia. They've got the signs, they've got the FBI signs for adult girl love with young girl love, and adult boy love with young boy love. They have it in their thing. And this is where your tax monies are going to. And so for myself, when I reflect on it, it makes me cringe. It triggers me. And then I feel guilt because I have to work on that myself, that why can't I get other people to see what's going on? Why don't people want to hear? Why don't they want to do it? All I can really do is control myself, even with these bad programmings, this trauma, that somehow I can stop other people or do things for other people. That's something I've been badly ingrained. All I can do is inform, and I can't force people to make any choices beyond informing them. And then we align our life. Once we get there and we can align, what needs to change? Well, obviously I have to let go of feeling responsible for the entire cult of Canada, the culture of Canada. And I have to let go of that myself, that it's a huge thing. But if we remember yesterday, we have to believe that the impossible is possible. So I do believe that just knowing and pushing, even if I only get heard by one person, is making a big difference on the scale of things. So today, what lights you up? Find your alignment. Start letting go of the things that trigger you. Acknowledging they trigger you, because I didn't really realize where some of the reasons I was so triggered by stuff going on is really from this trauma from when I was young, that I was blamed because I knew better and I could see what was happening, and I'm oldest, so I should be informing everybody else. And that's not my responsibility. I can only do for my own, and I can give people the tools, but I can't make anybody see the truth. And, what is triggering you? What is yours? And then letting ourselves align. What isn't aligned, we need to let go of, so we can be that star seed and go forward in this divine reality, creating that impossibility and making it possible. So that is our message for today. There's lots of inquiry, lots of looking in, a lot of reflecting for today. What is your purpose? What things do we need to reflect on the triggering, and why does it trigger you? And when it's not aligned, can we let go of those triggers and let them just be released? Have a beautiful day. And of course, like I said, I hope this message will help heal and serve you. Until tomorrow, namaste.